Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you can change the way you see your life forever. Life has seasons, just like the earth. There's spring, when everything feels new. There's summer, when energy is high and victories are sweet. There's autumn, when things begin to shift. And then there's winter, the coldest, darkest, harshest season. The season most people hate. The season most people try to run from. The season when the nights feel endless and the warmth seems gone. But let me tell you something that most people will never understand. Winter is not your enemy. Winter is your growth arc. Winter is where your real strength is built. Because when the light is gone, when the comfort disappears, when you are left with nothing but yourself and your own mind, that's when the real battle begins. And those who endure their winter, those who don't break, those who learn to fight through the cold come out unstoppable when the spring finally returns. You see, struggle is not punishment. Struggle is preparation. Every hardship you've ever faced, every tear you've cried, every sleepless night you've suffered through, all of it has been forging something inside you that is unshakable. Pain isn't weakness. Pain is training. Discomfort isn't failure. Discomfort is growth. And the winter arc of your life is designed to make you confront yourself, the raw, unfiltered version of who you are, when nobody is watching, when nobody is cheering, when nobody is clapping. That is the arc that decides who you become. Most people avoid it. Most people run from it. Most people quit halfway through. And that's why most people stay average. But not you. Not if you choose differently. Not if you decide that your winter is the fire that will forge your unbreakable spirit. Think about it. Every great warrior, every great leader, every great man or woman you have ever admired went through their winter arc. They faced seasons of complete isolation, of rejection, of failure, of doubt. But instead of quitting, instead of lying down and saying life is unfair, they turned their suffering into fuel. They made their pain their teacher. They understood that in the silence of winter, growth was happening that no one else could see. The roots of the tree grow deepest in the harshest cold, and so does your soul. In the darkness, your mind learns to adapt. In the struggle, your will learns to harden. In the loneliness, your heart learns to beat stronger. That is the purpose of winter. It strips away the distractions. It takes away the comfort. It leaves you alone with your demons. And it says, fight. And when you fight, when you refuse to quit, when you keep walking through the storm, even when your legs are shaking and your hands are bleeding, that's when you evolve. That's when the person you used to be dies, and the person you were meant to be is born. That's why the winter arc is not the end. It's the beginning of a transformation. People say they want growth, but they don't want the winter that comes with it. They want strength, but they don't want the struggle. They want victory, but they don't want the fight. But you cannot skip it. You cannot cheat it. The winter arc is the price you pay for greatness. Yes, it's cold. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it will break you down to your knees. But that's the point. Because when you fall to your knees in the winter, the only way to rise again is stronger than you were before. The winter arc is a test of patience, of courage, of resilience. The weak run, but the strong stay. The weak complain, but the strong endure. The weak die in the cold, but the strong use the cold to sharpen their edge. Which one are you going to be? Now listen, every time you feel like giving up, every time you feel like nothing is working, every time you feel like the weight is too heavy, remind yourself, this is my winter arc. This is where I build. This is where I train. This is where I break the limits of the person I was yesterday. Don't say, why me? Say, try me. Don't curse the darkness. Become the light that burns inside it. Don't complain about the cold. Use it to toughen your skin, to sharpen your resolve, to harden your will. That's what winter is for. And let me be real with you. Nobody is coming to save you in the winter. Nobody is coming to hold your hand. Nobody is coming to push you forward. In your winter arc, you are alone. But that's what makes it beautiful, because when you rise from that place, you will know that your strength was not borrowed, your courage was not gifted, your progress was not handed to you. You built it. With your own blood, with your own sweat, with your own tears. That's why winter builds warriors. People love to see the spring. When you shine, when you succeed, when you stand tall. They clap for the summer, when you win, when you're celebrated, when everything feels good. But they don't see the winter you went through. They don't see the battles you fought in silence, the nights you questioned everything, the mornings you woke up with no energy but still moved anyway. They don't see the sacrifices, the scars, the silent wars inside your head. And they don't need to see it, because you don't fight for applause. You don't endure winter for validation. You endure it because you know who you are becoming. Through it, the strongest mindset wins every battle, and winter is where that mindset is built. If you can train your mind to endure discomfort, to embrace pain, to walk through loneliness without fear, you will be unstoppable when the world returns to light, because nothing will shake you. Nothing will break you. You will have already faced your worst nights and survived. You will have already walked through storms and kept moving. You will have already seen the coldest season, and you will carry its lessons like armor. So the next time you feel lost, the next time you feel weak, the next time you feel broken, remember this. This is not the end of your story. This is your winter arc. This is your growth arc. Don't waste it. Don't run from it. Embrace it. Use it. Live it. Because one day, when spring returns, when success finally comes, when the light finally shines, you will look back and say, that winter was where I found my strength. And if you're listening to this right now, if you're hearing these words deep in your heart, then understand this. Your winter is here for a reason. It's here to make you more. It's here to strip away weakness. It's here to prepare you for the battles ahead. Stop cursing it. Stop doubting yourself. Stop wishing for easier days. Instead, thank the struggle. Thank the pain. Thank the loneliness. Because without them, you cannot become the person you're destined to be. So stand up. Wipe your tears. Breathe deep. Clench your fists. And keep walking through the cold. The storm will not last forever, but the strength you gain from it will last a lifetime. That's why winter is your growth arc. That's why pain is your teacher. That's why struggle is your path. You are not weak. You are not done. You are simply in your winter arc, and when it ends, you will rise unrecognizable, stronger, harder, smarter, greater. This is your test. This is your chance. This is your moment. Don't quit. Don't run. Don't give in. Endure. Persist. Grow. Because your winter is not the end. It's the beginning of the version of you the world has never seen before. So, when life gets cold, when everything seems dark, when you feel like you can't take another step, remember these words. Winter is not the season of death. Winter is the season of rebirth. And if you can survive your winter, there will be no spring too bright, no summer too hot, no autumn too uncertain that you cannot conquer. You will be unstoppable. You will be unbreakable. You will be legendary. And it all starts here, in the winter arc of your life. Embrace it, because this is your growth arc. But let me take you deeper, because winter doesn't just test your body, it tests your identity. It strips away the illusions you carry, the masks you wear, the excuses you repeat, and it leaves you face to face with the truth. And truth is never comfortable. The truth is, you are stronger than you think, but you won't realize it until life gives you no choice but to fight. The truth is, you are capable of more than you believe, but you'll never see it until comfort is ripped from your hands. The truth is, no growth comes without sacrifice, and winter demands sacrifice. It demands your laziness. It demands your doubt. It demands your weakness. Winter takes away everything soft in you, and if you endure, what remains is pure steel. That is why winter is feared. That is why winter is hated. But that is also why winter is sacred. When you are alone in the dark, when no one believes in you, when you feel like your dreams are buried under ice, remember this. Winter is not burying your dreams, it's planting them. Seeds do not grow in sunlight. They grow underground, hidden, unseen in the cold. And just like that, your growth is happening in silence. You may not see results today, you may not see results tomorrow, but if you endure, the roots are digging deep, the foundation is being built, and when your spring arrives, you will bloom with power no one expected. People will say, "Where did this strength come from?" They won't know. They weren't there in your winter. They didn't see the nights you almost gave up. They didn't feel the weight you carried in silence. But you will know. You will remember. And that memory will make your victory sweeter. So, don't fear your winter arc. Don't hate the silence. Don't despise the cold. See it for what it is, a forge. And you, the raw metal, are being hammered, bent, and burned until you transform into a blade sharp enough to cut through anything, a warrior sharp enough to defeat every enemy, a soul tough enough to endure every storm.